Now, our next topic comes for your cloud benefits. Okay. Everyone knows that, okay, cloud is better than on-prem. But why the people are moving over to the cloud? What is the one reason? Why should they move over to the cloud? Okay. In that particular case, what is there? So, what are the cloud benefits available, right? So, we have these many benefits available from the cloud computing perspective. Okay, if so basically if you go to the market or if you purchase anything, let's suppose if you are going to purchasing something, everyone will say the benefits. Please, sir or madam, please take this thing. This will surely gonna benefit you. So definitely cloud provider will also count the benefits on their fingertips, right? First of all, highly available. We are providing you the higher availability. That's your application running with no or very little downtime. Downtime means how much time your services or your application is not available. That is your downtime. Basic sense, basic word I'm telling you. Whenever you're understanding about the downtime, downtime means when the particular as promised services has been not provided to you. That is called as downtime. Okay, that is called as high availability. Second is your elasticity. You can add or remove resources on your own based upon your need, right? So that is called as elasticity. The way the cloud services are elastic in nature. Second, you will be getting highly scalable environment. You can add or reduce IT resources based upon your needs. Okay, you can add or remove resources. So basically, so scalable. Let's suppose now you want to quickly scale to 30 TB or 50 terabyte of storage. Definitely, cloud will be there to serve you. That is called as scalable. Reliability. How would I say that when my critical time is there, how you are gonna protect me? That is called as reliable. The system is reliable. The person should be reliable, right? That is what is reliability comes. Predictability. You will be able to predict the cost. What is there? You will be able to predict the cost. Okay. Also the security. You will be able to protect your security application and data, then followed by the governance. You are make sure you follow your company rules. So basically you can enforce the policies, you can enforce the particular standard, right? Those things you will be able to understand in the governance part. Okay, you can enforce some policies, you can enforce some restrictions, so that you can manage those restrictions in a cloud market. Also, you will be able to manage your resources very effectively. You are going to manage your resources very effectively. That is called as cloud benefits. All these things have been provided to you by the cloud vendor. Okay. So this is about the cloud benefits which a particular companies or particular organization will get if they move from on-prem to the cloud. Is it clear, guys? Understood? I hope it is clear. Everyone? Yes, yes or no? Are we good? Okay, so this is called as cloud benefits. Now, the third part which we are having is the main concept which you will get surely in your exam as well as in for the cloud interviews as well. So basically our this 2 days session main agenda is also to clear your AZ 900 exam, that is Azure Fundamental, as well as you are very well prepared for the interviews as well. Basic interviews of the cloud you can able to crack if you have attended these 2 days session. Okay, that is 100% possible if you pay your attention completely. Okay, so now the third lesson in this particular unit is your cloud services type. Now guys, one thing which makes it very clear that whenever you heard about this terminology cloud service type, it is basically they are telling you that how you are getting services from the vendor, how they are providing the services from the how you're getting services from the vendor. Means what kind of services, what kind of actual services you are getting from the cloud service type. And Few minutes back, I told you cloud models. Cloud models is basically how your data is actually or how your application is actually deployed. So do not get confused in both of the terminologies. This is providing you how you are getting services from the vendor. This will tell you how you are actually deploying the resources in the cloud. Are you getting my point? Both are two separate terminology. Cloud model, cloud service type. Is it clear? Yes or no? Then only we will start. Am I clear with both of them? Understood? Both are separate. At least you understood which part where which we are using for what purposes, right? So this needs to be clear. Okay. Now let's understand about the service model. What we are having in the service model. IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. That is called as infrastructure as a service. If you need server, networking, and storage only from the vendor, then go with the IaaS. If you want to need some platform to deploy your resources, to deploy your websites or the application, in that case, go with the PaaS service. But if you need a whole services just like a Office 365 from the vendor, in that case, go with the SaaS, that is software as a service. Are you getting my point, guys? Understood? If you need servers, what I'm telling, if you need a particular server, networking, storage, go with the particular IaaS. If you, if you need a platform to deploy your application or run your application, go with the PaaS. But if you want to get a particular fully fledged environment where you just come and get your services done, or just you want to utilize these services, so in that case you can go with the SaaS, that is software as a service. Okay, we'll be understanding more about them in detail. So let's start. The first is your IAS. So what is the full form now? Full form. Again, this will be asked, this can be asked in your interview, right? Or in the exam. The full form of IAS is infrastructure as a service. PaaS is platform as a service. SaaS is software as a service. When you are getting service, when you are getting infrastructure, but as a service. When you are getting platform, but as a service. When you are getting software, but as a service. Are you getting my point? So that is called as cloud services. That is called as cloud services. Now, so if you want to understand about the cloud services type, so basically we have something that is first part, that is your infrastructure as a service. When someone is providing you infrastructure, just like your storage, server, network from the cloud provider, that is called as infrastructure as a service. So your virtual machines is an example of infrastructure as a service. Your storage account is an example of infrastructure. These are the infrastructure resources, right? Yes or no? These are the basic resources which is required to make your offices or make your infrastructure, right? So these things, if you're renting, see, I told you, right? This word. If you're renting out the IT resources, just like server, storage, and network, right? This is called as infrastructure as a service. I don't need everything from my cloud provider. I just need a basic of renting. I need a server. I need a storage. I need a network. Go with this model, service model, and Microsoft, Azure, or that is your AWS also, GCP, multiple companies there in the cloud computing competition market, they will provide you in the infrastructure part. Okay. So that is all about the renting. You pay only for what you use. Second, these are the examples of IaaS. Servers, virtual machines, networking, storage, all these things are there. Okay, so those who getting confused, what is this virtual machine? Virtual machine is exactly just same as your laptop or your desktop, but this is hosted in someone else place. That's it for as of now. Okay, later we will understand in depth, but this laptop, this machine is kept in someone else data center, and that for that you are paying a rent, right? And you are using it. That's why you are using these networks, storages, all these things you are using it, but infrastructure as a service. Okay. Similarly, but you say that, okay, no, I don't need an infrastructure now. I need to have one platform where I can test my application, where I can run my database, where I can host my data. Then again, Microsoft have the answers for you. Now, what is that? That is called as platform as a service, a cloud computing model that ready to provide, ready to use for for developing and running application without infrastructure. Means you do not need to worry about this infrastructure. See, earlier in the IaaS you are getting these things. Now in the past, what you are getting whole everything, but you do not need to manage this individually in the past. No, you are only getting a platform to get your data deployed or get your application up and running. That is what it is called as platform as a service. Are you getting my point? So that is what the difference. Now, the example in the cloud? Application services, right? Your Azure database. All these are the example of platform as a service. Okay, so that is called as platform as a service. See, this can be used for the development, this can be used for the testing, okay, or deployment. You do not need to see, these people are sitting and they're working on their system. They are not worried about how much RAM they have used, how much memory they are, how much CPU cycles has been consumed. No, 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 nothing they need to worry. They are just working on their deployment and the platform. That's it. Rest, everything who is taking care then? In the platform as a service, vendor is taking care everything. Who is the vendor? Microsoft is the vendor. Are you getting my point? AWS is the vendor for Amazon. GCP, Google is the vendor for GCP. Those we will discuss. But this is called as platform as a service, where you're getting a platform to get your work done. Are you getting my point? So this is one thing. Now, one more thing. What is there? Now, if you say, no, I don't need a platform also, I need everything working, but my vendor needs to manage everything. I do not need to manage anything. Means here you are not doing any deployment, you're not doing any testing, you just need one application to use that application. So what that application you are using, that is a part of software as a service. The perfect example of software as services, O365, Office 365, everyone uses it in the corporate. Microsoft Office, Access, right? Outlook, PowerPoint, all these whole package when you're getting from the vendor, from the Microsoft, that is called as software as a service. Here you doing any deployment in O365? Are you testing anything? No, you are just using it, right? So that is called as user connect to and use cloud-based application over to the internet. And that includes O365, email and calendars, right? So that is what our software as a service plays a critical role in that particular infrastructure. So what are the example of software service of Microsoft 365? Your email services, your Gmail, your other services, Rediff earlier we are having, right? And email services, that is also part of, because you're getting a package, you're getting a software as a service, and also you are getting an calendar application as well. Okay, so we are having those things in detailed. Okay, now one more thing. So what are, now you can understand about the comparison. What are the comparison looks like? IaaS is the most flexible cloud option. You can control the hardware for your application. That is clear. But if you want to go with this platform as a service, we are using where we are using, if you want to build your application without hardware worries, or cloud provider handle everything, that is your PaaS. Now what is SaaS? You pay only for what you use and it subscribe to the software instead of buying it. Are you getting my point? So those things are there in your IaaS, PaaS and SaaS. And these are the cloud service comparison. These are the cloud services comparison. Okay. Now, even if now also it is not clear, much clear, then I have a surprise for you. Okay, everyone likes pizza, right? Maybe you like pizza or not, but I have taken this slide for you to understand the cloud computing service model, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay, so that it will make your life easier. If you are preparing everything at home, that is your on-premise. Make sense? Isn't it? Yes or no? Just answer me this question, guys. You are purchasing every ingredients, making pizza from the scratch, like traditional IT, from where you are managing everything. Understood? That you are managing everything from the scratch. But now these, if cloud has came into picture, they have given you these three models, right? Now take and bake. Take and bake means you are get a pizza prepared that you cook yourself. So you are purchasing pizza base from the market, right? Similar to the infrastructure service where platform is ready, but you manage the application. Are you getting my point? Is it clear? So this is what the take and bake IaaS. So basically what you're getting a pizza base from the market and you're preparing it. That is called as IaaS. Now, what is platform as a service? When you are doing your pizza order from your Swiggy, Zomato, or the other ordering application, right? Earlier we have the Uber Eats, multiple application. Even if you are calling them and getting your pizza delivered, that comes under the platform as a service. So pizza arrives hot and ready to eat at your doorstep. Okay, so like platform as a service where the environment is fully managed for you. Are you guys getting my point? Right? That will be a platform as service. You are getting a Swiggy or you are using any application to order your food. But if you're going and dining out in the outside, right? In that particular case, you are going with the software as a service. So everything has been handled for you at the restaurant, similar to the software as a service where everything has been managed by the provider. Now I hope now it is clear your cloud service models has been clear to everyone.